Welcome back to another episode of Podcast P. Once again, we got a special guest for y'all. First time NBA All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year, two-time block leader in the league, the Block Panther, Triple J.
Yeah, boy.
He heating it up, too.
Yeah.
He heating it up. Yes, sir. What's up with it, champ?
Man, I'm here. I already told you this setup's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just happy for you that this is skyrocketing, all that.
Yeah, we sharing the space, but it's still, it's still a crazy space.
But the setup got you here, or the show got you here?
Show got me here.
That's all I
show
need
got
to
me
hear.
It's on my phone. I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, what's up, man? I got
he
the
tapped
call.
in.
Okay.
Tapped in. Episode 14 today. He tapped in. No, where you get? Who gave you that name? The Block Panther.
My mom.
Oh, so you was blocking shit long time ago.
Yeah, well, my mom really did it like, I feel like she did it like last year, and I wasn't rocking with it.
Okay.
Like, the movie just came out, the Black Panther movie.
Yeah.
And she was just, being a mom. And I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. And then she brought it to my team before she brought it to me, like, and
right.
I wasn't gonna tell my team I didn't think it was gonna work, but it worked.
Yeah,
Black
you got
Panther.
it.
I got socks.
Shout out to Mama.
There we go. Shout out,
Shout out to Mama.
Moms get a little commission of that.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
She don't really need it, but I got it.
Mom's off a little piece of the bread, man.
Mama gonna be like Michael Jordan, Mama in the air. Need that.
I didn't know you was a Indiana native. I didn't know.
Yeah, I was coming to the game.
Okay, while I was out there.
Yeah.
So when we had the playoff runs.
Yeah, you, Danny, George, Roy.
Let me see. Take me back.
I mean, it was rocking in there. Y'all had y'all sections, the drums. Yep. It was never like, you're never playing like regular music in there. It's just all acoustic. It's loud.
Yep.
Lance,
you had the G2 zone.
Going fed. I had good seats.
Yeah.
I had good seats for those. It was crazy.
Tell me about, because I know, they known for field houses and, historic buildings. In high school, was there a lot of historic buildings and shit? Like, they have field houses. Because I remember I went to a high school in Indiana, and it was like, they had like 6 or 7 gyms. And the campus was big as shit. And I was blown away. Like, God damn, I think it was in Carmel.
Yeah, they do it with barns. They like recreate barns.
Barns.
I was playing at Park Tudor. So I was down there. I mean, little rich bougie school. I mean, we had a nice gym. It was okay. Yeah. But a lot of the other public schools, I mean, they had big schools too. Like they didn't spare no money. And then when I went out to Lalamere, our practice gym is a barn, no air conditioning, rubber on the floor. Like,
so y'all was like,
keep it real. Indiana's the best basketball state in the world. Like, you play there, you have amazing coaches. Like, it's crazy. You don't want to play there if you ain't ready.
If you ain't ready.
Those coaches are going to college. Like, those players are going to the league. Like, that's really how it is.
It is a hotbed. And then you played with Jordan Poole there, right?
Yeah, Jordan Poole. That team was crazy. It was Jay Poole was coming off the bench. It was
that's a squad.
Isaiah Coleman-Lands was on that team. Tiger Campbell, Brian Bowen, me, Jacob Epperson. We won it all. We only lost one game. We lost to Marvin Bagley. I was pissed.
That was what? Sierra?
Marvin Bagley.
Was that Sierra?
Yeah, he was going crazy. He was dunking.
He
Cody
was going
Riley,
crazy.
He was going.
Marvin was a phenom.
That was our only loss, though. We won the whole thing. Number 1 team in the world. That was the best decision I ever made. Go there.
That's a crazy squad if Jay Poole is coming off the bench. He was like 6 man?
Yeah, like we'll sub him in and be like, all right, like we're not blowing this team out by enough. Let's run this we had a little play for him to get a 3. Yeah. It worked every time. And then he just cashed out, make like 5 in a row. The game's
so
over.
He's just he been instant offense.
Yeah, microwave. That microwave badge.
Okay.
He has it.
That's funny. The microwave badge.
All right, Jackie, it's time for us to put some entries on the NBA Finals. You ready?
Come on, man. You know I'm going Joker versus Bam, Jamal versus Jimmy. And look at that. The money already being deposited in my account right now. But wait, let the people know what Prize Picks is, man.
So Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app. You pick 2 to 6 players like the video on your screen. Then pick if they will have more or less than their Prize Picks projection. You aren't competing against other people. It's just you versus the projections available.
Damn. Oh, man, look, I know how much I just won, But let the prize people know how much they can win too, man.
You can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. And on top of that, all first-time users that deposit and use our promo code PODCASTP will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100.
That means if you deposit $20, Prize Picks will give you $20. If you deposit $100, Prize Picks will give you $100. Cha-ching! Jay, how much you know about basketball?
You say it like you know a lot.
I'm asking you this question.
I'm a student.
You're a student.
Yeah, I'm here to learn. I ask questions.
I'm asking this because your dad played pro. Mama did a little NCAA and she working WNBA right now, right? So,
WNBPA. She'll really kill me if you.
What is it?
WNBPA.
What that?
Yeah.
I know she working somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I knew you grew up in a big old family of basketball.
Yeah.
So it was like soon as a baby came out, you got to play ball. Mm-hmm. What was that? That's what the family's about?
I know Pops obviously wanted me to play, but he wanted me to play so bad he didn't want to force me into it, and then I didn't like it because that would probably break him. He's a hooper, he got a ring. I know that wouldn't be what he wants. So he did the little subliminal thing. He had the little Tykes hoop, and then he put a court for me in the yard. Fat heads on the wall. Here's a ball. A couple more basketballs around the house here and there. Then I have the love for it. He take me to the park, and then have me play with people who are older than me. I get my ass kicked. Come back to the house. He kick my ass. I won't talk to him for a day. He'll give me both sides. I want me to love it, but know it's competitive. It ain't a game. He'll have me know that at an early age.
Wow.
But yeah, shoot, he has sit down, tell me all the stories about playing with Timmy and David and winning a ring and just everything. He played with so many teams. He just played with everybody.
It's an interesting dynamic because Pops was a wing. Was he? And you obviously a big power forward, stretch five. Was it he trying to teach you guard moves, or would he just let you be you? My son, he a big. I can't really teach him some of this stuff down here. He gonna just have to learn, or I got somebody that could teach him. What? How did that go about?
He just. I never really asked him what he was thinking, but he just always had me shoot hooks and threes. Just all the time. Wake me up in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the morning, night, just, let's go, hooks. 50, 100 of them.
Yeah.
And it's on my AAU team, we're so good. I only block shots on my AAU team. I ain't got to score. Our team's so nice. I never had to shoot threes, but he always wanted me to have it. I don't know why, but I know why now. It works out now. And then hook wise, that works out now too. Cause a lot of big guys try to develop touch now.
Right.
And it's brutal. You gotta work on all this. Man, I would hate to learn it right now. No. So, credit to him. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Did your dad ever come home bragging? To this day, talking about all the players that he used to play with, Michael Jordan, Duncan, and all them?
He just brag about his ring. He brag about his ring. He wears his ring around all the time in his house.
Son, you got to get you one of these.
I'm telling you, he'll just be like, ugh.
He really wear it to this day?
Bruh, he's wearing it right now. He's wearing it all around. The jerseys are hung up all around the crib. We gonna talk about what it takes to get one of these, Chief.
Yeah.
Call me and tell me that right now. So
your dad, shout out to your dad, man.
Shout out to the OG.
Shout out.
He would come here on this podcast and literally make this thing 3 hours.
Listen, we done had something that went there.
Yeah,
it would be crazy.
We done had some. Nah, I love it. We love to have his dad on this.
Love to have Pops. You talked about Marvin being the matchup for you in high school. You saw Marvin a lot throughout your high school run, AAU run?
Yeah, since I was tiny, Marvin was huge. He grew early. He was on We All Can Go, and he was crazy. He was #1 player forever. Saw him. I feel like I saw my whole class my whole life. It was weird. Nothing ever really went too far. Everybody kind of, and now you see him in the league. We're all around each other still, and it's crazy because all the McDees got picked. They really did. So, it's just a blessing. We all laugh about it now. It's crazy.
You always been ahead, your draft class. You always been ahead in McDonald's class. Who was that matchup that, every time you see him, it was smoke, or not even smoke, but it made you question, damn, I got to go back in the gym. I
probably had like two really moments where I'm like, oh, well, 3. One moment I was playing against one of my teammates now, Xavier Tillman. We were teammates in AAU, college, and pro. Mm-hmm. So we did the whole thing. We can't believe it to this day.
That is crazy.
Really nailed that. Yeah. We're looking at each other like, bro, this is crazy. Bro. I'm seeing you again. We drafted you. I said, no way, bro. And then he came in. He was the same build as he is now when we were like 11. So he's 6'8", always just flying, dunking. I'm looking up at him fly around. He has dreads at this point. He's dunking, but I don't know him yet. So I meet him finally. He was on my team. He's like, hi, guys. I'm like, oh, you a nice, okay, you a nice dude, like cool to be around. You walk in the gym, I used to get scared, bro. People used to be quivering, like, oh my God, we gotta play him, it's over. It's over. And he has game. He has the little quick spin. How you have a quick spin and we're 11?
Yeah, right.
Like we don't I don't even know what that move is.
Right.
Like
kids ain't got that game yet.
Yeah, that, and it was Mocan Elite is when they had Trae Young and Michael Porter. And they were nice. My first EYBL game was against them too, and they beat us by like 30. It was crazy. I mean, Trey's
pulling. That's a crazy team.
They was running college plays. Trey's pulling it from like half court. I'm like, I don't even know what this is. Like,
yeah, that's a crazy team.
Mike's dunking. Like, I don't know. They were just, that was crazy. And then I would say probably just from watching like Julius Randle. Just watching, because like I don't know, for some reason back then, like you watch that Julius Randle mixtape, you gonna see something.
He was a beast. And he had that intimidation factor to him too, where he just like he was gonna bully you. You know what I mean?
You don't see that game in high school like that. You don't see bully.
Yeah, you don't see that in high school. You don't see that in high school where somebody just knows he can overpower you at that age. And he had it all. He had the finesse game. He could shoot it, ball handle. Like Jay Randle was a problem. He still like it. He just evolved to his grown man body. Like he's got that same game. So that's what's up. That team. What was the most like stacked team that you played? Because for me, we played. I don't know if Atlanta Celtics was still an AAU team.
Yeah, but
when you was
who
playing.
Was you playing?
So it was. Let me see. They had Chris Singleton.
There was another big man.
It was another big who? Not Favors. Was it
Derek Favors? Then they had another guard. They were good. They were good.
They were like damn near an NBA team. Like they had the height, they had the athleticism. They were good as fuck. Like that was the first time, and I was new to the AAU scene, so to me this shit was like mind blowing. Like god damn, these motherfuckers is good.
Trae Young and Mike, they won it all.
Trey Tompkins,
they were cool.
He was with them too, wasn't he?
What's his last name?
Trey
Thompson.
It's not ringing a bell. Trey Tompkins.
Bam and Dennis Smith on the Adidas circuit. They're crazy. They were just you couldn't even get tickets to go to those games because Bam's dunking on kids and Dennis is the most bounce you've ever seen in your life. So like, you couldn't even get in like those. And even when they'd lose, they'd win. Yeah, they lose. It's like it don't matter, bro.
Even they lose,
they're down 10 in the fourth quarter, and it's like 3 seconds left, and Bam dunks on somebody, and dude falls down, and they storm the court, and it feels like they won.
Yeah,
they didn't.
Hilarious.
What's crazy, P, in high school, we played on the same travel team, but we played for the Pump and Run. But we were actually the B team, and when I tell that to people, they're always like, wait, what? Like it was Klay Thompson, Paul, a couple other guys, and we were just the B team, and everyone's like, well, who was on the A team? Yeah. But the A team was guys like James Harden. I don't know if you're familiar with Austin Day, Larry Drew Jr., things like that. But was there anybody that you played with in high school? I always get a kick out of watching him in high school. You didn't know he was going to the NBA. Drew, you knew was going to the NBA. So was there anybody you played against that you were surprised were going to that made it to the NBA?
Surprised? It's tough in my class. It was tough. I mean, there weren't a lot of shocking surprises. I mean, maybe Luka, but we didn't see him. We never saw his game. We just saw him walk on the draft bus for the first time. We're like, oh my God, who's this dude?
Who is this dude?
That's
For sure.
Luka Magic.
Yeah, he winked at everybody down the line. I was like, oh my God, I don't know it's either he's about to go and destroy her.
So he was friendly during the while y'all was in New York. Green room.
No one saw him. He was like a myth. Everyone's talking about the dude who's about to come and destroy the world. Yeah. And we haven't seen him.
Right.
And then we all known each other since we were 6.
Yeah. Okay. Because he didn't have that, like, you think about Wemby, he didn't have that hype like Wemby got. He kind of like, Luka was just like, oh, there's this Slovenian kid that's playing crazy. He's going to be one of the top picks. And then as the draft board continued to, you know, they kept coming out with updates and stuff like that. Then you start seeing Luka. But yeah, like Luka, he caught everybody by surprise.
I bet. So after AAU, you decided, you know, obviously you were going to pick what college you were going to go to. So you ended up choosing Michigan State. But what was the ultimate reason on you choosing Michigan State?
Well, college recruiting is so hectic. I mean, coaches are promising you anything. I mean, most of the times I felt like colleges were just saying stuff like they were lying, like, you know, come here, you'll get the ball every play and all this stuff. And I'm like reading it because like I'm like, bro, I'm a basketball family, bro. Like I can talk to my parents. You ain't gonna get me too bad. Like you ain't gonna really trick me like that. So, I mean, even if that was true and I'm gonna get the ball every play, like what am I gonna gain coming out of here? And like if I played the real difference was they were always doing something that's different than the group. I have a bad game, EYBL or something. All the coaches call me like, man, they need to give you the ball more. You did fine, blah, blah, blah. Izzo called me and I'm horrible. What am I doing? Why are you doing this? Like, you're playing terrible. Okay, bye. I'm like, okay, this guy is crazy. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, yeah. But then I'm like, okay, like, there's something up here. Like, there's a reason. Like, so it really was more my gut. Like, I was just like, I mean, this guy is literally telling me I played shitty. And I haven't even committed there. Like how do you think,
right? Like
how do you think
is he recruiting me or
am I? Like, I don't know. But he breaks you down for sure. He builds you back up, and I mean it's everything you need. Like I feel like people come out of there, they know how to play hard. Like I thought I knew how to play hard. I did, but there's a whole nother level. Like first practice, he told me to run from this corner to the other corner and catch a shoot three. I ran down there, I took a three, made it. He's like, what in the world was that? I'm like, he's like, yo, he's like, Kyle Arns, he played on my team. He's like, yo, Kyle, you run, show him how to do it. Kyle ran like he would never run again, and he didn't make it, but he ran as hard as he could. Yeah. And that's the whole point. It's just like.
Just to run hard.
It's just, bro, like, give it everything. Like, run through a wall.
Yeah. A lot of people praise Izzo for just being a great dude, but when you watch Michigan State, close games or a turnover, he's a very confrontational coach and a very emotional coach. Like, give me insight on who he is, because outside looking in, it just looked like he's one of those hard coaches to play for. But everybody appreciates him. Everyone from
never hear anything bad.
I've never heard anything bad about Izzo. Like to tell us, like how is he when like off the court?
I mean, he can talk to you. We're on the court, it relates off, but he can talk to you any kind of way. We're allowing that. That's totally cool because he's really in your corner. Media wise, he'll step in front of you. Any criticism he'll take. Every game he'll call you after every game, even if you didn't get in. So he's calling the whole roster after every game. If he's coming to the crib, if I need to go to his crib, play video games, not be in my house for a second, I can go over there. His house is big. I can do whatever. Like everybody, he's calling people like to the point where we're midway through the season and I'm sitting there with my roommates and he's calling me and I'm like, he's looking at him. I'm like, trying to talk to coach right now. He's like, did he call you yet? He's like, nah, he ain't calling me. I'm like, bet, I'll take this. I talked to him like 30 minutes, come back upstairs. He's calling this dude. He goes downstairs to talk and like, bro, he really cares. Like he don't leave his office. After the game, he stay there, he showers there. He might not even sleep. He'll come in the next day, eyes red, practice again, but he loves it. Like that's why you can talk to me any kind of way because
he's passionate about it.
Us. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you still keep in touch with him?
Yeah, he blowing my phone up still. What are you doing? Like, you're in the playoffs, congrats, da-da-da, but you got to do this, da-da-da, you come see you here. I got to hit him up too.
Yeah.
Shout out
Coach Izzo. You got to hit Coach Izzo.
Speaking of Coach Izzo, he got a lot of Michigan State ballers in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how tight is that Michigan State community? Like, do y'all got a little group chat? And I want to know if Draymond Green is even in it. You know,
he's in it. He made it.
He started it.
He made the group chat.
Yeah, there's a
shout
group
out
chat.
to Gray Bud.
Everybody tight. Everybody's. I mean, it's a family. I didn't meet Draymond for real until like I left. Like he would come down and play pickup, with us, and come and talk shit about his rings and stuff like that. And then when I was about to leave school, I didn't read draft boards just because it kind of threw me off, and I just honestly really didn't look. And I like was gonna come back to school, and I was signing up for everything, classes, everything next year. And then he called me. Izzo had him call me, and he was just like, I had never even met this dude for real. Like he calls me, he's like, "Yo, what the hell are you doing? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, how high do you want to go?" Like, I'm like, "Bro, what? Who is this guy?" Like, it's just and that's just how it is. Like, if you go to that school, like, it's just an automatic family. There's nothing to like ease into. Like, everybody's just talks to each other the same way. Everybody's been through the same process. So I mean that group chat's crazy.
What about with Zach? Big dog, Zach Randolph.
Big Zebo.
Z,
he up in the chat
that's real
too?
Memphis shit. So he's really in my corner. He's coming to all the Memphis games. I mean, he's a legend down there. That's really like when I think about him, I think more Memphis because that's where I've been longer.
Right.
So like I'm Michigan State for a year. Like I ain't seen none of Zach games in Michigan State. I know he on the block. He's a legend, but I mean in the M, he was different. He's different.
Yeah.
Big Zebo.
He's different.
He just did he ever retire or he just quit the league, huh?
He just quit the league.
Well, I never
He's too real to retire.
Did he
He's just
retire?
real.
Did he
do
quit?
it.
Retire? I never heard about it.
Too
Retire.
real.
He was a
bro.
bully.
Nah,
Speaking
he
of
was.
bullies.
He was Debo.
Was.
Sure.
I'm old because I was still playing against Zebo. Zebo in Memphis. So that aged me right there.
Yeah.
That was a tough team. That was a tough team, boy.
They was fouling. That's true.
They was gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
Like it's only so much. They had TA, Mike Conley was scrappy. That team had Rudy, Big Zebo, Marc Gasol. Like that team was just on a string.
They did have Marc Gasol.
That was a tough team,
Was tough.
especially when you go to Memphis. Whew. That Memphis. And I told them a couple of episodes, like Memphis used to be one place I always struggled at. And I think a lot of it had to do with just them dark days of playing that team, and I just couldn't get my game off.
We get to it there, man. I mean, I don't know. Our court size unreal. Like we here to distract you. Like we're here to throw you off. Like anybody, you come to the game in Memphis, like they don't care. They don't care. They don't even care. I mean, shoot, we missed too many shots. It's up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we know what it's like for y'all. We love that energy because it's like, man, you came to the crib, you had like 6 shots in a row. We're like, all right, let's look courtside. Like, come on, let's all the homies. We know the homies courtside. Everybody's courtside. Throwing them off, yelling, screaming, anything that gonna work. Sometimes it don't work though. Sometimes when you really get going, you drop whatever. So figure it out. But I mean, shoot, it's real at the crib.
My favorite clip of Zach Randolph, I think it was with DeMarcus Cousins, but they're at like the free throw line, and I think the exchange, like, he's like, nah, bullies get bullied or something. And it was like, oh my gosh, dude. I know DeMarcus Cousins was probably like,
show that
the cousin had nothing for that one. Bullies get bullied. That's a cold line.
I know.
Right there.
If I would have been like, oh no.
Get that head bad.
So I want to talk about the 2018 draft class, and Paul's kind of shared some stories about his draft class. That class was stacked with you, Luka, Trey, SGA, and a few others. But during that draft process, did you get to work out with any of them? I
called for everybody wanted to work out for Phoenix to get the first pick, so I called for like a group workout for that, but no one wanted to do that.
No one wanted to go with you?
No, I mean, like, you just don't really do that, like, when you're going for the top 5 spots. Like, I invited everybody down to go work out in Phoenix. That's not
how it works.
Yeah, you just go
just individual
workout. Yeah, I did 3. I worked out for Atlanta, Dallas, and Phoenix.
Y'all that's a great class though.
I asked Phoenix, I'm like, yo, can we just schedule, like right after my individual, I'm like, can we schedule a group run? Because I mean, shoot, we want the number 1 pick. We want it back. Like, it don't matter who the team was. It's just like, why not? And then, agencies get involved, and it's a no. I kind of figured it was going to be a no, but might as well try.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So explain that, because it's not registering to me. So you had just worked out with him.
Yeah. It was a good workout. I thought
you had a great workout with him.
My first workout.
And you wanted to have most of them, you had all of them come down.
All of them, like maybe bigs, but like, you know, whoever y'all looking at, just let's do a four-person workout. Not like 6, that's OD, but 4-person.
Okay.
And I don't know what we're going to
That's what I was thinking. Like,
y'all playing it. I'm trying to run the workout. I just want them to come down and we can work out. It's not like we have hella workouts to do. The top 5 picks probably only got 4 workouts. Some of them only did 1.
Were you trying to show out a little bit?
Sensitive subject.
Yeah. I was
you wanted to get some competition, let everybody know, like, I can play with these guys, and kind of was that like the mission there with inviting them?
Sure. At the time, definitely thought I was like slighted for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. I think I just wanted to feel slighted so I could have a chip on my shoulder. And then I just wanted to flex, so I was just like, let's go. If y'all want to do it, we can do it. I know y'all don't want to do it, but I'm just saying, like, it can't really go that bad. It's just one workout.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I like the confidence right there.
At least you text them. You did your part.
Yeah. I'm on the M now.
So they want the smoke.
You did your part.
Yeah, man. I got to the team I was supposed to get to.
Yeah. Speaking on that, Memphis picked you 4th. Did you know leading up to it that's where you was going to land?
Nah. I thought I was probably going to the Hawks.
They had 3rd pick?
Yeah. I thought I was going there. I don't know why. I wasn't really listening to my agent. I was just going based on how my workouts went and what the coaches were talking to me about. I was just on that vibe. But you kind of know a little bit. Like, the 3rd pick came and I kind of
you got ready. Fixed the
and
suit.
My boy Miles was looking at me. He's in the green room right next to me. He's like, let's go, bro. I'm like, and then I hear that it's not me. I'm like, no. Bro, it's not happening. It's dead. Now I'm like, all right, it's Memphis. All right, cool.
Did you work out for Memphis?
No.
Nah, see, that always happens like that.
Mm-hmm.
We had DeMar. DeMar worked out, didn't get picked, or didn't work out, or got picked by the team he didn't work out for. Same with Jalen. Like, that shit happens a lot.
No, I didn't work out for them, but it all works out.
But you worked out for Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
I worked out for Atlanta and Dallas and Phoenix. The individuals are crazy, man. They test you in ways.
I didn't have the luxury of doing individuals.
Oh, word.
Yeah. I had 18 workouts. Yeah. Give you a little perspective. I had 18. So I was hitting everybody up to try to get workouts.
You need one?
Yeah, you need one? Y'all try to get some run?
You was at the airport.
I wanted bumped from everybody.
Till this day.
Bro, 18 workouts. I felt like I was like an NBA player at that point. Like traveling, being in a hotel, like going from, I was on like a.
It's the hardest one.
Damn.
Hey, no. I had to get you.
Before we start filming.
No, I'm glad they got your
y'all really did.
One that built them up to this shit. And see, that's where we get.
Nah, my toughest workout, I had.
Class when you did.
Damn, twice. Wow.
I had 3 actually. I had 3 tough ass workouts. The first one I had was with San Antonio. And I had just drew blood, so I'm like a little tired, like fatigued, like felt a little weak. We go through this whole workout, and then after, we had to do like this shooting drill. It's like 100 shots or something like that, 115 or something like that. It's like a San Antonio like classic. So I had to do that, and it was my first workout. So I'm like, the adrenaline is high. I gassed out early, trying to put on a show and shit. Gassed out. So I'm like, God damn. Like, but I learned, you know what I mean? Let me pace this shit out a little bit. Then the second workout was in, I told them about it. I had a workout in Miami. Me versus 5 point guards. And we playing full court one-on-ones. I had Avery Bradley in there, Eric Bledsoe in there,
Avery Bradley.
Like 2 or 3 other like defensive point guards. And Dominique Jones, and they, picking me up full court, running me to like crazy, turning me like I'm really playing like old Magic Johnson basketball, like backing these motherfuckers down from full court. So that shit was tough. And then I never forget, I had got this random ass, we wasn't even supposed to do this workout. It was right after the combine. I was in Minnesota for the private workout. And it was with Nate McMillan. We in a hot ass gym, bro. No AC. And I'm going against Dominique Jones. and we playing one-on-one, but the gym, bro, no bullshit, was hot. I'm like, and for me, I don't do well in hot gyms. Like, I can't breathe. And so to go through this workout, bro, I was hurting. That probably was my toughest one by far. They had us doing full court running, one-on-ones, like no breaks. They just wanted to see us go.
Yeah.
That shit was tough.
That's old school as hell.
It was old school.
AC.
Yeah.
No AC, bro.
What's the ideal temperature?
It's like
because
illegal now.
I think that's like I think that's interesting.
Ideal temperature for
yeah,
a gym?
like some guys like I hated. So you like cold gyms or like what's your ideal?
I'll take a cold gym over a hot gym.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it takes you a little bit longer to loosen up.
No,
a little bit.
I can do a cold gym. Like I can warm up fast. What's crazy about that?
It's not.
Hey, we gotta stop. It's good. Hey, now he's searching.
This is what y'all do.
Yeah, I didn't do anything yet.
No, but like when you start like this and you already start doing it.
Yeah.
Already,
I did give a A-list clause to start.
But y'all been disobeying.
You don't know what to say, Ray J.
Y'all been disobeying it. That's all I'm saying. I
Let me
told
stay
y'all
up.
from the get-go, shut the fuck up. Let's go.
That's the uncle of the show. During my draft summer workout, though, I spent a ton of time with Danny Granger. Before I even got drafted to Indiana, Danny was like my mentor because we shared the same agent. So he was my mentor throughout the whole process. So I got to like, it was an amazing like sparring partner for me. Like who was like your mentor? Who showed you the ropes in your early Grizzly campaign?
I mean, definitely it was Mark and Mike led that charge. There was a lot of dudes, but I mean, they had just been there so long. And, I mean, we were losing. So just their professionalism through that, like, really lets you know, like, this is how you're supposed to act. Like, it's not always going to be roses. And it wasn't. Like, we wiped our whole front office after that. So, I mean, we had a fake trade for Kelly Oubre one time, and then it didn't go through. Like, it was just a mess. Like, it was a bunch of stuff going on, but they just were so professional about it. They didn't complain. They came to work. They did what they were supposed to do. We had trade rumors. I'm first year dealing with trade rumors. It was crazy, but it definitely prepared me. Like, probably the moment where I was like, yeah, like, y'all, it was like not the torch, but like, it was the trade deadline and where, like, we have no players because everybody just got traded. Like, Mark got traded. We didn't know who was about to get on the bus. Like, you get on your bus time and you're wondering who's even going to be on the bus at this point.
Right.
And we go out there and we just hoop. And it's like, all right, like, then we played another game at home. I remember we played Minnesota at home, and it was like a whole new group. Coach is just like, look, y'all, come on. Like, go have fun, damn man. And then they think they're just about to kill us. Like, Wiz got his jersey untucked. You know how Wiz just be. Wiz got Cat talking to Wiz about something they're going to do after the game at tip-off. They're chilling. I'm like, okay. So we just
they was trying to swag y'all out.
Yeah. We went up big. We went up a dub in the first quarter. And then they came back. Like, the first going up a dub, I was talking shit. I was going crazy. I was like, oh, my God, this is all this. And then they came back. We're like, oh, okay. This is the league. All right, let's lock in. And then we ended up winning. It was a tough game. Ivan Rad was starting. Javon was playing. Mike was still there. I mean, we were just going crazy. Like, and then we gave it everything. Shoot. That was like one of my favorite wins like of that year. We ain't had that many. We ain't had that many wins. So you get that win, it's like, it's crazy.
I like the way y'all team has been, like, the way y'all team is being constructed. Did you see the vision when y'all pick Ja, y'all pick Brooks, y'all pick Baines? Like, did y'all start to see the vision as the team is going on year by year? I
just couldn't believe it. Like, I didn't know we were gonna get that high of a pick. And then, like, I wasn't even watching the lotto. Like, I was just like, we gonna get whatever. And then they're like, yo, turn it on. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I was at the lotto. Actually, I was upstairs in the hotel. I just didn't feel like going downstairs. And then we got it. And I'm like, oh my God, I ran downstairs. My pops is like, yo, don't pick no one else. This is who we're picking. Like, everybody knew. I saw Ja Pops outside. And when we got to the draft, he's like, it's over. I'm like, hold on. And then Dez, shoot. And then DB was already there. Yeah, we started to see it. We started to get really We had to have a serious talk about it though. Like we definitely sat down. We're like, look, like we got to make something shake with this. We can't. We see how this has happened in the past. We all watched a lot of basketball. Like when teams try to make the run, you only have a window, and then you either break up, doesn't work, things change. You have a window. You got, take opportunity.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we know it's scary, but like you gotta lock in. Like if you're talented and you're a young team.
Yeah, and y'all did that because being a young team, like a lot of times, there's some teams in the league where everybody is out to get numbers. Everybody's trying to showcase what they can do. Y'all bought in early on, I'm going to be defensive stopper. I'm going to spread the floor. I'm going to be elite, rebounder. Like, I'm going to do the little stuff. Ja, he's going to make the special plays. He's going to get people active. Bang's going to spread the floor, be a three-point threat. Dillon's going to guard the best player. Like, y'all all took roles. You don't see that a lot with young teams. Like, that was the conversation that y'all had amongst each other?
Yeah. Sometimes it would be just like, bro, it wouldn't be much. It'd just be like, bro, we can do this. We didn't have to tell each other to buy in, because if you don't buy in, then we're going to suck. Me and Dillon were there when we were losing.
Y'all went through the dark days.
We were telling him, like, look, you don't want none of this.
Yeah.
Like, if you buy in, we will achieve everything we want. Yeah. And then the year that we were the 2 seed, like 2 years ago, our GM was like, yo, we're building, go have fun. Whatever we get, we get. We were in the play-in before that, so whatever we get, we get. We were the 2 seeds. So now it's like, oh, it's lit. Like, let's go. Like, no one really expected that, I guess, of us. And then, we try to make something with it, and now we're here. Now we're here, and it's real now. Now there's realer stuff going on. There's been movements. I mean, we understand more that it's kind of just like a sobering fact. Like, this is really the league. It's business. It's nothing to play around with.
Did y'all coach help orchestrate that? Because when he first went there, I didn't know. I've never heard of him. I didn't know who he was. I didn't. Maybe I'm just been blind to his resume in the league, but I didn't really know much about y'all coach. Then he took over, and we see what he's doing. Y'all got a special group. He helped orchestrate that. Like, did he define roles?
He just really put it on us. Like, he just kind of gave us the opportunity to, like, look, y'all make something out of this.
So he's a player coach.
Yeah, very much so. Like, from the Popovich umbrella, Milwaukee, really, but everybody knows each other. He knows that, especially kind of the personality he's got on the team. Let's see how y'all rock. He's not gonna come in and be hard on us. Like, he's just gonna let us rock. And when he has to, though, he did turn it up. And like, and it's really film and meetings, and he'll get on us, and then we turn it up. But we understand it. Like, we respect it.
What makes him special?
I think just like adjustments wise, and him allowing us, I think, through everything. Like, there's so much, like, we heard so much talk about, like, we need vets, we need this, we need more this. Like, we hear that all the time. And then as a coach, like, I guess maybe you get rattled by that, and maybe you turn up something else, you press a button here. But it was like, no, we're still gonna do the same thing. We're gonna make change. We'll figure some shit out, but like, we're not gonna throw away the game plan just because a couple people think that we're still the 2 seed.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, something's working.
Right.
Other things might not, but yeah.
Yeah, swag.
Dillon guard the best player. How's Dillon guarding you? How was that?
I like the matchup. I like when he's guarding me. The part that I respect and appreciate from Dillon's game is him never backing down. Like, that should be applauded. I respect that 100%, and that's the reason I like competing against him. The antics shit, I'm not a fan of the antics, and if that's what gets him going,
you think it's antics?
I think it's antics. You would know better. You would know better than me. Like, has that always been him? Is that him at practice? Because we got this, we got this view on him as an outside person looking in of who he is. And, he's one of those players that is largely misunderstood. I mean, you got the best chance of clearing his name from you being around him every day. Like, how is he as a person?
Well, I mean, we're normal. Like, play video games, hang out, play cards. Like, you know, talk shit when we play cards.
Yeah.
Boo Ray, getting booed, taking, you know. But, I mean, in practice, same way.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna bring that intensity. He's gonna bring that fire. Whatever you can do to get the job done.
Yeah.
It's not gonna matter like how it ended up looking.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Why would you? Like, people are gonna call it antics. People are gonna call it what it is, bro. Why would you care about that? As long as like it's not throwing off anything, bro. You shouldn't care about that. Like, I just feel like players are so good. Like, you're a great player. He's going to guard the best players. He's going to have to guard these people. You think he's just going to regularly guard them like everybody else in the league is guarding him and just look at his scouting report and just say, okay, I'm going to go out there and try my best? No. Lean on him, push him, bump him, get in his head before the game, after the game. Make sure he is thrown off at any cost because we need to win this game. Do it so much that you're not thrown. Don't do it like you can't be thrown. You got to be locked in. But throw him off. He's scoring. He just scored 50 on Utah. He's coming to Memphis. Don't. This isn't just go out there and bump him, move him.
So I gotta ask then, were you a fan of the shit he brought in that Lakers series?
Keep explaining it to me.
We talking about Dillon Brooks.
Yeah.
Okay. We talking about Dillon Brooks.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about. P got a story because he had him a same type of person on his team, Lance Stevenson, when he was tried to get in LeBron air back in the day, tried to blow. Didn't go too well. Now he gonna say, your boy, your teammate, he gonna say LeBron James, and I'm talking about because I'm a Laker fan. You know what I'm saying? So he's called the King. What was your reaction to that? What you thought about that when he did that? How you felt?
Well, I mean,
does it backfire?
No.
That's what he's like. Do you ever feel like it's a detriment to you guys?
It definitely helped. It helped LA get around something and get some energy and get some life. And they went in the game with some life. And they, but he is old and he kicked our ass.
Oh shit!
He kicked our ass and he's old.
He is old.
That's
hey, he's old too.
He dropped 20 and 20. He's thinking about retiring. I mean, he's been playing since 03. Like my dad retired.
You just
and
gonna
then
talk to me like this in my face about the
yeah, he's great. Like he kicked our ass. He beat us.
LeBron, do you hear this shit?
Playing 20
But that's
years.
factual.
You is not old, man.
That LeBron is
not old.
He's not old. I mean, damn.
LeBron is older.
Like, what
You
is
really saying LeBron old?
Just because
He's
y'all
about
the
Up
same.
and down the court, he done.
Just because y'all
he
the same.
did great. And he beat us 4-1. He kicked our ass, and
There
we got
you go.
to.
Now you talking.
Yeah,
Now
and
you
we got
talking.
and we got to spin the block. But I hope we get a chance because I don't know like how many more years he wants to do it. Like he's been doing it since. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I know. Like I was a Bron fan back then for sure. Saw the whole process. Played 2K with him, bro.
So
He won his what? He won his ring. Yes. How old is LeBron?
38.
Jackie and LeBron, I think, are both in their
38.
40s now.
How is that old? Is 38 old?
Man, listen.
20 years in the league, like that's old. That's old. Like,
Yeah, it is.
We're not saying like I think LeBron still got years in his tank. Like I'm not saying that he's aging badly. Like he's aging
Old is
gracefully.
what's his name that plays on the Heat?
Haslam?
That's old.
No,
Okay,
they're both old.
Why?
He's just
Explain
he's
that.
the greatest player to play.
Because old person sits on their ass. That's what Haslam is doing. LeBron is on the court playing 4 quarters. That's not old against you young motherfuckers. So
You said it yourself.
I'm just saying that ain't got nothing to
sound
do with
old.
old.
Jaren, what I think.
I sound old.
You sound old.
You said it yourself though. You old.
He's
but
still
you,
getting double teamed.
But you
and he
useful.
old?
Yeah,
He's good. He's still effective.
still nice.
That doesn't mean he's
kinda-
not older.
He's the greatest to play. So
I'm gonna rest my case.
I want to stay back on that subject though.
you barbershop.
He for sure barbershop talk right here.
Jackie didn't know.
I want to stay on that subject though because I just think that it wasn't. There was no point of him to come out with those comments. Yeah, he's old. That's cool. But to say like he's just another player, like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Another player.
Yeah, like
just another player.
the way you just said, like, yeah, he's old. He's one of the greatest players ever. But I think the context in which he called LeBron old was more poking at him rather than giving him his respect. You know what I mean? There's a fine line. Like
I'm also talking you after the series. That's mid-series. So like, bro, there is no there's respect, but like we're in a series. This is a series. This isn't nothing. Like I give the flowers after. Give the flowers after. You know, we're on the court. This is still on the court. Like game 1, game 2, game 3. We haven't left the court yet. Technically, like we don't dap up. We're not dapping up in between games.
Yeah, and that's fine. But this is the NBA. That's bulletin board material right there.
For sure.
Coaches tell you that shit all the time. Don't say this, don't say that. If that's how you feel, cool. Keep that shit to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we got to play this motherfucker. Keep that shit to yourself. You feel me? Like, it's a team sport. Yeah. And, like, for Dillon, it's not like Dillon is shooting 20, 30 shots a night. It's not like he's a 30-point producer. Like, you're very, like, you don't get that same opportunities Bron get. You know what I mean? Like, why would you even try to challenge him on that level?
So does that.
Media availability, man. There's a lot of podiums, a lot of like opportunities. Like, I mean, at that point, you know it's Dillon. Like they're. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Man, it's packed around him. They gonna ask him anything. He's there for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, eventually, one of those questions, they're good. Like they're gonna.
But they saw weakness there. That's what it was. They saw weakness there. They saw a crack.
Who did?
His wardrobe.
The media.
Yeah.
See-through net
like they
jersey.
kind of
They saw a crack. They saw a crack in that. They wanted to keep picking at that shit.
Yeah.
See what else could they get. And it affected him. You can't tell me that it did not affect him in that series.
We lost by like 30.
I love his answers. Like I like the confidence. Like he's basically
he lost by 30. I was there, bro. I'm telling you, it was.
Yeah, but do you think it was because like so you don't think those comments had anything to do with the outcome of that series besides the energy? Like you don't
I think we need to learn, bro. You're right. I do be.
There we go.
Yeah.
Change that vibe. You changing the vibe?
I think it had to. They rallied behind something. We didn't close out the game one, or we didn't close out a game in the fourth quarter one time, and then we were going to LA, and they're rallying behind this, and they went crazy. They went crazy in the first quarter. They had all this energy. I mean, for sure, we gave them a little bit of a boost. We gave them a little bit. We should have had that boost. So that's on us. Like we gotta. It don't matter. Like we are used to this. We should have stand. At the end of the day, it's 5-on-5. We got to be ready. It's the playoffs. You shouldn't be any more up to play.
The old man beat you.
Yeah, I think one thing they can't say.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Say it again.
I didn't say no. I was getting ready for his next. Go ahead. Action. That's all I was saying.
So now you said it.
Huh?
So now you said it.
Not to say nothing.
He feeling good about this one because he always on the bad side of this whole Laker conversation usually. So he feeding into this one.
I think one thing they can't say though is that like what I appreciate about your guys' team the most is that you guys compete. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams. I think for being how young you guys are, putting egos aside, Paul kind of talked on that, like a young group getting together, and you guys had some good battles. You know, you guys got, hit in the face and were able to bounce back multiple times. Do you think without injuries that you guys would still be playing?
Yeah, I do. I think it just would have made, the regular season more cohesive. You get more time with each other, more, just a little bit more chemistry. I mean, we have the chemistry, but but that's how the playoffs is. Like, I feel like the other team is banged up too. Like, every team's so banged up. That's why, like, after every final series, everyone's getting surgery the next day. There's like 8 surgeries. So it's like, I mean, bro, everyone's banged up. Jimmy banged up. He's about to play. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I'm sick about it right now, but it don't matter.
Staying on a subject of playing the Lakers, back when I was in Indiana and having that matchup with Bron and D-Wade, ton of shit I learned from that series, right? Like from a motivational standpoint, from a physical standpoint, from just adding shit to my bag, from being a student, what they was doing, what could I learn from them? You had a matchup with AD in that Lakers series. Was it some shit you learned from him, or what was your takeaway playing against AD?
I definitely learned that like tendencies is everything, especially when you're going over scouts. You just got to be very aware because a guy like him, I mean, he's gonna score. Like, you got to make it hard. You got to do your work early. Cut off that left hand. And he how he is. He's going to his left, he's body bump, mid range, pull up, mid range, catch and shoots, 3-ball every night. Like, great player. So I think just like every possession does matter with him. Like, you get him going, then he's in his rhythm. His mindset changes.
Right.
He's more, he's more in attack mode. You just want to make it, do what Steve-O would have done if he was out there.
Right.
You know, and make it hard for him at every turn. But, I mean, he went crazy.
Yeah. No, he did. He did. AD was primed during that series.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. One thing we all face as people, no matter who you are and what you do, is stress. And it can be a struggle to deal with sometimes. What kinds of things do you guys do to keep your mind right to stay sane day-to-day chaos?
I like to meditate. I like to collect my thoughts in the morning and kind of just go through a checklist of, what do I want out of the day? And that seems to help for me.
Yeah, for me, again, I talked about kind of just getting some sun, but kind of like meditating, but focus on your breathing. Sometimes if I just focus on my breathing for a little bit, it'll just calm me down.
Well, tell me and the others out there your experience with therapy.
Therapy is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding, because sometimes we don't know what we want or why we react the way we do until we talk things through.
It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It helps you become the best version of yourself.
Was it hard for you to find a therapist?
No, I just called some people that I know have been before, and they were easily able to refer someone to me.
What about you, P? You got any suggestions on therapy?
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/podcastp today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/podcastp.
We'll get into more Grizzlies talk later, but right now, since we're on the subject of playoffs, let's talk about the NBA Finals. So this episode's going to drop Monday, and by that time, there'll be 2 NBA Finals games completed. So I want to know who you guys think is going to be ahead in that series after 2 games.
We all get a pick?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Oof. Okay.
I'm going to go 1-1.
I'm going to go 0-2.
0-2.
Ooh.
I was fucking with y'all. Now I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0.
Nuggets.
You going to go 0-2 Nuggets or 2-0 Nuggets?
Nuggets.
Yeah, I'll go 2-0 Nuggets.
I got to do mine different.
You're going to go 0-2 Miami, 2-0 Nuggets.
It's tough. Like, my mind wants to go with the Nuggets, but my heart is with Miami now. Like,
so you won 1.
Jimmy hurt.
My mind is I think it's gonna be a sweep. Personally, I think it's gonna be 2-0. But the Miami Heat, they're just kind of tough to ignore right now. Like, you can't count them out. What they've been able to do and the teams they've been able to beat with injuries, it's incredible. So you think
they shooter right now too?
Hero. They said he might be back for the series.
He ain't got enough chemistry right now. He ain't been through that rumble they've been through.
He ain't been through that fire yet.
Do that. He gonna come up and mess it up. Trying to shoot all these jump shots. Jimmy gotta stay warm.
I mean, Denver is a beast. No, don't get me wrong. They're a well-oiled machine.
They got a bench
with the MVP over there. I think I don't know. 2-time MVP. I won't say MVP. Shout out Joel. Yeah. But they have a 2-time MVP over there, so you can't discredit that. But I just think Miami just has like Jimmy has that dog, and he's gonna have those boys playing at a high level that I think they're gonna go and steal one in Denver. I think it's going 6-7 series games this series.
I hope it does.
I can't just say Denver's gonna just because I was watching the sports stuff and I seen that they played the clips of the 2 times that they played. Both games was close.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Both games was close.
4-1 Nuggets.
Now it's 4-1.
All the way.
4-1 Nuggets.
4-1 Nuggets championship.
We should keep
West Coast.
We should keep like a
That's what
chart.
I'm saying. Like Italian say Jackie gonna be at the
4-1 Nuggets. Who you got?
You got 4-1?
I got Nuggets 7.
Nuggets 7.
I think everybody just wins their home games.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're about to be out of breath. They're going to go to Denver and be out of breath.
That's different.
Everyone says it.
Bro, it's different.
I know. I want to experience it.
Give your experience playing in Denver.
Here. It's really just like
because when I told
breathe, you got to practice the day before. I'm running day before to try to get it out my,
It's a psychological thing where you're thinking about this shit. Yeah. Like, damn.
Yeah, they played a little thing in the arena. They're like, dude. It's like the air is known to cause breathing. drown, this, that. Like they list all the different heart problems. They like play like a warning in the arena.
my gosh.
And it's dark, and then they shut all the lights off. They make you really like
panic attack,
and
right?
then you got then Joker's point guard, and then he's
You ever heard that,
cutting and it's crazy.
Never heard that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They do a bunch of stuff there. Like I heard like Denver, they whenever they get back in town, like they give everybody like gallon jugs. Like you got to stay hydrated. They get right back to it, so they know. But like whoever comes in town, I mean, you're just at whatever point you're at in your season, like you're playing in Denver is gonna hurt a little bit.
You always think about that Denver game. Like as soon as you get to Denver, like,
you just got to go hard early.
I try to like.
You feel it?
Honestly, bro, when we play in Denver, I try to like. I'm like really mindful of what I eat. I'm really mindful of like my sleep. Like all of that shit is going into because it's like if I'm tired, if I don't eat healthy, like, and on top of that I can't breathe out here. Like it really plays a mind game on me.
Different.
It's different. And then I feel like I feel like the basketball there is like
it's airy.
Yeah, bro. It hit the rim.
Like you can't hear there's no wind.
We had one of our
wind, but there's no wind. Like there's no air. Like it's just dead.
We had one of our worst. We had one of our worst games.
All that setup right there
at Denver.
One of your worst games, or as a team?
Probably one of my worst games I've been a part of, where we got smoked by like 50 in the first half.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
We were down 50 in the first half. No bullshit. We was losing by 50 in the first half.
That's what it was.
We couldn't breathe.
You really can't breathe.
Nah, we facts. We really couldn't breathe, bro. It was so bad.
Oxygen coming on the court.
It was so bad. T. Lue came in at halftime. P. Kawhi, Marcus, who was point? Reggie,
y'all
Zoo.
Was playing?
Y'all done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
That was the speech. Y'all done. We're going to start. That was a nasty game, bro. Like, we probably was like 0 for 20.
Damn.
Like, when Y wasn't making shots, we like, all right, this
y'all done at halftime.
It's about to be a long game. Y missing shots right now. And he getting easy looks too. Like, yeah, it's about to be a tough one. I had just messed my knee up, so I was coming back from that. And it was.
How did your leg feel up there?
I was testing it out that game. I had got hurt, and I was gonna give it a go out there. That's when I re-messed my leg up. I missed time after that game, so I shouldn't have played.
For real.
Saved myself the embarrassment. But I went out there. I tried to give it a go. I tweaked it, and it was It was a good job they pulled the plug on that one.
That's on Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie.
It's on Maggie. Maggie gave you a compliment, but you went too far on that one. Okay.
Oh, Maggie.
So
Maggie is his trainer that get him right every time. So you know. Yeah.
So
we forget to tell audience things sometimes. Try to keep them up to par. Go ahead.
Okay. So we're talking about Denver, but you just spoke about the matchup against AD. Tell me what it's like going up against the Joker and just how difficult of a matchup that is.
I mean, he's doing just about everything out there. He's pushing the ball. It's really just about everybody else. Like, everybody knows they're going to get the ball, so they cut harder. And it messes you up. Like, your help ain't there because they're worried about the cuts and everybody. And then you're just trying to body up. He's coming off the screen into a post up. He's coming off a wedge into the post up, into the whipping the pass. And then, like, out of nowhere, when you think it's a 3-ball. I'm like, oh my God. They get the arc and you're just like, come on. And then he don't miss. I haven't seen him miss a shot against us like probably ever. They always go in. I'm like, all right, like, here he goes shooting 100% from 3. But
that's how I feel too. Because I've had a ton of matchups, ton of playoff runs against Denver. And it do seem like that. And they like dagger shots too. Like, God, he made
off
that.
One leg, like he looks crazy in the face. Like he looks like
no
he's
emotion.
Not even trying. Or he's just like, I'm like, dude, what is up, bro?
No emotion. We had Carl here and he was talking about, how surprised he was at how big Joker was. What part of his game is surprising to you?
Just how he uses his size, like any angle. He's creating his own angles, but any angle it's over. Like he's just trying to. If he's not trying to like just hook you, he's just trying to get in a position to get his own miss right at the rim. So he's just making that move, hooking you a little bit, throwing it up there, and then moving you. Right as he's shooting it, he's moving you.
Yeah.
And you're not ready because you contested, but he knows already. So he doesn't leave his feet.
Right.
So he's already on the ground. He's moving you, rebound,
right.
bucket,
right.
triple-double, whatever.
As a big, is that a tough matchup because he's so unorthodox?
Yeah, I mean, really, I wasn't even really guarding him to start. It was X guarding him. It was Xavier Tillman. Tell the audience.
Tell him, Jackie. Tell him X is.
It was
Xavier Tillman.
Xavier Tillman Sr.
He just did it.
Okay.
Well, he was guarding him, and then I was guarding off ball. I was guarding AG, and I'm like,
AG, tell him. Aaron Gordon.
He's in the finals.
Audience, we just letting y'all know every time they say something y'all don't know, we got you. AG, Aaron Gordon.
He was explaining it. No, he's not explaining it.
Doing good, Pete.
Yeah.
You doing good, Jalen. Let's keep it going.
I'm just trying to like cat mouse.
Jalen, or what was that?
There they go.
I'm not.
Gotta be careful, bro.
Doing it.
Don't do me like that. I'm on names right today.
Ray J.
No, you said Ray J today. Why do you keep saying his name on the show right now?
It's so funny to me. Did you see the clip of him saying
I've been over here quiet, minding my business, waiting. I'm
Did you
working.
see the clip?
Viral.
Working. He went
semi-viral.
He said, Ray J.
Okay, we got the telephone,
he got it right. He got it right.
And I try to read what's the next question up, and I got to watch how I talk on this show. So I was thinking of what the saying was, it just came out. And it was like, what are you talking about?
Did you want it?
They be messing me up, man. I got to figure out how I got to talk on the show.
Happens, man, you know.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's crazy. What's up with the editing around here?
I'm telling you, they got a hard job.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to the editors. Go ahead, Dallas.
A big thanks to all the people behind the camera.
Sure.
Jackie's favorite line at the end. So we talked about Denver. Let's talk about the Heat a little bit. And we kind of touched on it, but Jimmy Butler. Talk a little bit, both of you guys, just about his game. He's not known for being super athletic like a Ja Morant, and he isn't a sharpshooter. He's just solid. His game is just so well-rounded. What about his game makes him so effective out there?
I think, you hit it. He's well-rounded, and Jimmy just has this will that you can't teach. He's got a will to win. Like, not many guys play at that level and have that like much passion wrapped around winning. You know what I mean? And that's really what edges him over the top, because it's, you watch him play and it's not like you're watching a crazy crossover, or you're not watching a, crazy layup. Like, everything is just solid. Like, he just plays the game the right way fundamentally. And then he just competes. Like, every time you watch him on the court, it's like, all right, he wants it. Like, each possession, he wants it. And that's what's edging him over the top. And as your leader, if you watching somebody like that, you fall in line. You fall in line. And I think that's what he's not. I think his leadership is getting talked about enough. Like, his leadership, I think that's the most surprising, or not even surprising, but that's the part that I think is his biggest trait as a player, is his leadership.
There's a lot of leaders over there, and if you lead amongst like Pat Riley and Spo, that's you got something.
Yeah, but you think about it. This is guys, Caleb Martin, like, he's not known to be doing what he's doing, but look, he's rising to the occasion. Like Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, like, these are guys that were undrafted. Duncan Robinson, and yet playing at a high level, and they're following Jimmy's steps. Bam Adebayo following Jimmy's steps. So I think his leadership is just the most impactful thing that's going on over there.
Yeah, you just touched on Spoelstra. I think he doesn't get as much credit as he deserves. They showed a clip of Pat Riley in his Hall of Fame inductee speech, and he talks about Spoelstra and how he thinks that he's going to make an excellent young coach. And I think he gets a lot of, you won because LeBron was there, but now they've been to the finals, twice here in the last 3 years or whatever it is. So their team is just rocking and rolling right now.
Yeah, I think that, and that's why I got Miami making some noise in this finals, because they're greatly coached. They have one of the ultimate competitors, and I think just their play style, like they have that switching 1 through 5, which is, I think, can cause some problems for Denver.
What about them being in the East?
Think it's easier?
Yeah, it has to be.
I can't tell. Like, I've been in the West so long.
I will say it is different. Playing in both conferences, it is a difference.
You don't even think about the East. You just go. It's like a side mission. Like you gotta go. And
it used to be when I was there because we had Milwaukee wasn't good.
It's so disrespectful.
Just looking about the scout. Oh, I'm looking at my. Yeah. I'm really looking at the standings. That's what I mean. Yeah. Like you look at the scout and you're like, all right, we got to play the Wizards in Washington. Like we're never gonna see the Wizards ever again after this, no matter what. Like unless it's the finals. So. I mean, let's just go out there and play. And then I'm looking at the West like every day. Like I'm looking at how are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Who are y'all about to play? Like, I want to know all that stuff. So like, I mean, the East
it is different. Really, it is very different. The East, and it could have just been a time of that era where the East wasn't, represented well. But when I got to the West, it was an immediate shock how fast the West played, the pace, how good teams were top to bottom. Like they were stacked. Teams were stacked in the West, and it was an adjustment for sure. The East, it was I caught Milwaukee early. Chicago had just was on the rebuild and starting with Jimmy, and they were building that team out. Detroit was a shell of being a good Detroit team. Charlotte wasn't good. Like it was just a lot of teams that was bad. So the East definitely was I wouldn't say a cakewalk, but
I mean it isn't. I think East should worry about themselves, and then West should worry about themselves. Because I mean that's all really it is. But like, I mean it is different at times. East have gotten better though. I mean the Cavs,
East got way better.
Cavs on that, Knicks are on that.
That's
Philly, you got
Philly, Milwaukee, Boston,
Boston.
Okay.
It is weird though, because they always have that thing like in high school, like the New York basketball players and the LA basketball players, but in the pros, I mean the West is more difficult. The West has better teams, so that's kind of weird how that translates. You know what I mean? Like who?
I don't know where you're going with this.
Like where's the best basketball from? Is it on the East Coast or the West Coast? That's what I'm saying. But in the NBA, so it translates.
Oh,
yes,
we got. Myself, we got Kawhi, we got
biased. Oh, you talking about league? Oh, you talking about?
He's talking about basketball culture in general, like growing up in the AAU scene.
Name who you got on the East?
Kemba Walker. No, it's fine.
You could. I mean,
I know. He's known for being like one of the best.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not. You're better. You're gonna be better with names. I'm just thinking like, New York. New York to Midwest.
We could just go California alone.
He's thinking Sebastian Telfair.
I'm thinking real.
That's too old. That's too old for him.
I'm thinking Rucker, Dykeman, that kind of thing. And then I'm thinking like got the great Midwest coaching. So I'm thinking that I don't know about out West. Everybody out East make fun of everybody out West and back and forth.
Yeah, so it's different.
Y'all don't play no defense.
Y'all
don't. What? There's no West Coast. Y'all ever hear about West Coast defense?
We're known for being all around.
I'm on your side. I'm on your side, but I think that's a fair
That's what y'all know.
That we don't
East
play
Coast is known more hard-nosed defense. It's just a different type of game.
I give you that.
Yeah, y'all got buckets.
We got. I mean, our lineup is crazy though. You got me.
Okay.
You got DeMar. You got Y. James, Russ.
No, it's nice. It's nice.
Drew.
Sure.
Ooh,
yeah.
We had a good era.
Yeah.
So we just had A'ja Wilson on our last episode, and we were kind of going through some of her accolades, and she's won a ton of MVPs and things of that nature, and you just became the second youngest to win the Defensive Player of the Year award. So congratulations on that. But
I'm my boy for that, man. Shout out my boy for that.
As far as accomplishments, personal accomplishments or team accomplishments, what kind of sticks out the most to you as an individual?
Oh, that one for sure. I mean, I wanted to win that the year prior, and I remember talking to my agent, and I was just like, man, like, you just in your head, you're like, fuck, man, I wanted that. And then he's like, bro, you're gonna get it next year. You put yourself in position to get it, blah blah blah. And I still didn't know for sure. And I was crazy. That was crazy days. My mom brought balloons over before I got it. And then I was like, Mom, I swear if I don't get this, it's really gonna be bad. Like I'm not gonna feel this. But it was crazy that and becoming a first-time All-Star in the same year with my teammate. Like, I mean, crazy year for real. Crazy year.
Mm-hmm. So my first All-Star appearance was Houston, and the lead up to it, I was having a decent year, but for me, my whole thing was I wasn't like a crazy household name then. So my whole thing was like our team has to be successful. Like we have to be one of the best teams on the East because they got to send somebody to the All-Star game. So that was like, you know, one of the things that I was like, you know, just gunning for. Make sure we're you know, one of the top teams. And I remember I was nervous because we were good. I think we were like 35-20 or something like that going into All-Star break. 33 wins, something like that. Calling my agent, calling Aaron. I'm like, you know, like how's this gonna go? Like, you know, you think I'm gonna make it? And he's like, yeah, there's a lot of coaches that like, you know, are you know, voting you in. Like the league is liking you, like they're liking your production. So I think he broke the news to my mom first, and my mom he gave my mom the first, you know, be the first person to break the news to me. So my mom gives me the call, and she's like, "Son, like you're going to Houston, you're an All-Star." And that moment was just a special moment because I didn't know. I didn't think I was having a crazy enough year. I was only averaging like 18, 19 points or something like that. I had a breakout year, but it wasn't like I was going crazy. What was your experience getting that call, first time All-Star appearance?
We had it. It was pregame. It was pregame of we were playing Cleveland, and I literally, that was probably the first game I was resting in a while. Like I was like my hamstring, so I wasn't playing. I was a little in my feelings because I was like, damn. And then I didn't get a call about it. Like I hadn't heard anything, and I'm like, all right, if you don't know by now, I bet everybody knows. So whatever. I'm already getting into my like, all right, like motivation. Like I'm gonna get it next year, whatever. And then coach calls everybody in, and he's like, and then I'm thinking we're just gonna talk about Ja going because I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. And
then he's like, yo, we're sending some of our own to the All-Star, and I'm like, Des, you got 3 points? I'm thinking some guys. What are, I'm not going. I was like, skills. Like I'm not trying to. Like I'm trying to, but I'm not trying to go all the way out there to do skills. But I would do skills though.
There you go.
They're like, yo,
we're gonna edit that one out.
Yeah. They were like, yeah, we're sending 2 of our own, Ja, and then me, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, whoa. And then my teammates tackled me, like, over with. I'm just like, yeah, this is nuts. I'm thinking, don't mess with me either. Like, is this for real? Like, don't. Because I had just, like, booked a whole vacation, like, an hour before.
We going to Turks. Where we was going?
Yeah, I'm like, look, I heard nothing. Look, no, Turks, I swear. I got my credit still. Like, I couldn't even get all my money back. I had to get a house, everything. I'm like, yeah, booked. For sure I'm going. It's going to be relaxing, everything. I'm tapping my teammate. I'm like, you coming too, bro? Yeah. And then they all jump me and tackle me. And my boy's like, yo, we're not going now. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, damn. And then, yeah, it was crazy. I was just feeling it the whole time. I don't even remember that game. I was just sitting there watching it like, whoa, I'm an All-Star. And then we were losing. And then Ja would come out and be like, yo, you're an All-Star still.
Yeah. Like, we was in that together. And I said this about, you know, being around y'all, being around you, Tyrese, Anthony. It was just, you know, as the older you get, you appreciate being an All-Star, but then also it's like, damn, I do wish that I can get that extra rest or that break. You know what I mean? Like you start looking towards that, but you still
sure.
I mean, I don't know how Bron do it. Like I don't know how Bron do it. Have so many under his belt, but I definitely like. That was a moment that I had there where I was like, all right, this is what this shit is for. Like to be around the young guys, the young talent, like that shit made me appreciate it. Sharing that moment with y'all. I know we had the little banter about who really represent the 13 the best between me and you. I think I hold that. Just saying.
You know, It's a nice podcast, man. It's a great podcast. Glad to be here, bro.
So look, man, you've been in the league for 5 years now, right?
That.
Yeah, 5 years. You're one of the dominant centers out there. So I know for sure you got to go up against a lot of people that get excited about if I dunk on a big man. Mm-hmm. But this season, you led the lead in blocks. You led that. So how does it feel when you either get a block on somebody that's trying to dunk on you, like get that out of here, or you getting your poster dunk on them? Which one is more exciting?
I need more posters. So
you had one of the craziest ones.
Oh yeah, no, but I need more. But that was fine.
I'm gonna let you go on. I ain't gonna let you say that though. But okay.
I mean, I'll probably say just getting multiple blocks, like a string of them, like getting 2 in the same possession, or getting 5 and a quarter, getting. It just messes them up. It makes the whole game, because I'll probably get 5 in the first half and then have no more because no one's coming in the paint. Mm-hmm. But that's the win too, because it's not really about getting blocks; it's just about throwing them off. Mm-hmm. I mean, for sure. Because I mean, the thing about it, I feel like me and guards are taking similar shots. I feel like I'm not traditional as it gets. Like me, I know when you're going to take this floater. You want to take this floater out there, so I'm going to jump out there. Like, you think I'm just going to jump all slow and try to just swat as hard as I can? Nah, bro. I'm just going to literally just try to get my pinky. That's it. Mm-hmm. Goes a little bit
just
to the
affect
left.
The shot.
He blocked Karl Anthony Towns with his pinky.
With my get that shit out of here. Yeah. That shit literally rolled.
Oh, the joint with that joint?
Yeah, fingertip. Got his ass.
I remember that one. I mean, it's whatever it takes. Like, it's literally whatever it takes. Sometimes you have those games where you can get them in bunches, and you get like the game I was trying to get 8. It was funny. Like, you realize you can do it. Like, it's like, okay, they're not gonna quit. You can just like blindside them. Let them go in there. Yeah.
P ever tried dunk on you?
I ain't never tried, Jaren.
Walk us through the dunk on AD.
It's all right. For your sake.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Remember we had this moment. We had this moment. Because I'm going to go crazy. I'm a Vince Carter cabbage patch your ass.
I just started a little beef there. Yeah.
He's not going to try it.
If
it's a midi, it's a step back.
If I write left,
I know the game. Come on now.
If I write left, you in trouble. Just know that.
I love this.
If you see me come down the paint and off 2
feet,
you in trouble. Mm. You in trouble. That's all I got to say. So you better jump earlier.
That Dillon body bump wasn't getting you there. It's not happening. That chest bump, but all right, I'm telling you.
Break down the AD putback dunk that you had.
Walk us through that play.
Well, I was playing miserable. Like, I probably had my worst half before that, like, of my career. Like, It was to the point, like, you're having a bad half, and then you finally get the ball again, and it goes like in between your feet and goes right out of bounds, and you're just like, you just put your hands up, and you're just like, like, wow, like, this is. I just started laughing. Like, I'm looking at a fan. It's like, yo. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, bro,
my bad.
I'm shitty, bro.
My bad. I'm shitty.
Go to halftime, come back out. He's like, yo, bounce back. And I remember, I think it was Jitty. Jitty goes up. John Contra. Jitty goes up, throws a little runner up. And I'm like, no way, because you always supposed to like just jump for it. Like, no way this is going to bounce like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and then AD actually pushed my homie. He pushed BC for the board when I looked at the replay. So I'm like, low-key karma.
Yeah.
And then, it was just perfect timing, and I was going crazy. I'm looking at the sideline. I'm looking at the gang over here. I'm looking at my homies over here. Looking at my mom up there. I'm like, yo.
That was a crazy
one. This
one.
happened.
Did you know AD was down there? Was it just like you was locked in on the ball, going for the ball?
I really was going to just catch it. I really was just going to catch it, but I didn't. I kind of,
yeah, because you got a little boost.
Yeah, like, I look like Vince, so like it's not like I don't have Vince bounce, so it kind of all worked out for me. Like a little leverage, he got hit, I got hit.
It was like a perfectly timed jump.
Needed that too. Like it's like, okay, all right, bad half, crazy dunk.
I'm back.
Okay, like
you got that picture in your house?
Picture of my I don't have.
Gotta get that frame.
He got his with a Birdman dunking on him.
Picture yet.
Get it. Get it done.
You got to get that frame.
You got to get that done.
That's an iconic moment right there. That was a big play.
It was dope.
We want to talk back on your shot blocking. I actually played with Miles Turner, who was crazy shot blocker at such a young age. I remember, him being in Indiana with me and a rookie, but he just had like a veteran timing when it came to blocking shots. Like he was just there. He knew how to play the angles. He can go get it high off the glass. What's an underrated aspect about being a shot blocker?
Well, I feel like I get my timing from 2K. And I'm being serious.
For real?
Yeah, like
that's
really.
Here we go.
You're going to have a whole lot of kids playing 2K.
So it really means what I've been saying the whole time. They say I can't dunk and I ain't got game. On 2K, I got game.
Yeah, then you nice.
Oh, listen, keep talking.
No.
Groundbreaking.
Talk about
You haven't
That's
seen
groundbreaking for him.
I love this. That's
my team.
I'm in the NBA. I'm in the NBA. Come on, keep telling your story. This is great.
You just well, aside from that, it's really all about. It's a lot of instincts. You can't be afraid, especially. I mean, I've had my string of foul trouble, just going for everything. I think when I was first in the league, I was swiping more hard, swiping a lot more, not picking my spots as well. I started picking my spots better. I would just wall up, and at the end, I'd find an opportunity to block a shot rather than a dude's running at me and I'm just trying to wind up, and then it doesn't work like that. It's really all about being patient and wait until the last moment. So, I mean, a lot of it is God-given timing for sure. It's size, but it's just timing. It really comes from just when I was younger. I'm telling you, my teams were good. I didn't have to. All my teams I played on were good. I didn't have to score. I wasn't the number one option on none of my teams.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, how am I going to
affect the game?
Yeah, how am I going to do anything? My team, AAU, they would press. And they wouldn't even get past half court for the first half. We were up by 70 in the first quarter. I'm just back here literally playing
goalie.
With the net, hug my mom, play with my hair a little bit, whatever. And then finally they come down and they break pass. I'm like, oh, this is cake. Because guards aren't good back there. So I'm just like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Guards get better. I had to get better. We get older. Okay. Get to the league. I'm like, all right. And then now I'm getting back into the flow of it.
Yeah. How did where did the 2K help you at?
I mean, just sort of same thing. They get by you in 2K. You just you figure out the timing when you're going to block shots. I mean.
So you go with that triangle button.
Yeah. You gotta,
you PlayStation 5?
Triangle, or what is it on Xbox?
I'm saying.
Y? The Y button?
Nah, he right for the triangle.
Xbox.
Yeah,
Are you an Xbox
so
or
get on
PS5?
PS5. But I got both. But
we got a 2K
Just making
league.
sure.
PS5.
Got 2K league.
I called myself I called myself a shot blocker on one of these plays where I just got dunked on crazy. My rookie year, either my rookie year or my second year, Gordon Hayward comes back to Indiana, right? Gordon Hayward's played at Butler from Indiana. Yeah. So he's got a crowd there, right?
Leave me on that Indiana shit.
So he's got a fast break. Never forget this play.
I'm loving this.
He's got a fast break, right? And Dante Jones is ahead of me. He's got a chance to wall him up and prevent the fast break. He runs him down, and what Dante always does, some fake defense shit. He act like he gonna jump, and he backs up. But I'm thinking I'm chasing him. Them two are in front of me. I'm chasing the play. In my mind, he's gonna wall him up. I'm gonna come and get the chase down block. He's gonna set him up for me. He fakes. So then now Gordon has all momentum going to the basket. He didn't slow down at all. So he takes off with the left hand. I take off thinking I'm about to smack the shit out of this shit. Damn near gave him a high five, but he punches the shit on me. Crowd goes crazy. I'm like, fuck. I'm mad at Dante. Bro, why you ain't slow him down? Wall him up, something. You have a play where you just got dunked on trying to block a shot.
Bro, there was a week I felt like I was getting dunked on
that was NBA dunk week.
Bro, I was having a good little stretch, and then the Pacers came into the crib, and it was Miles Turner. I was a little late. Another dude did a spin move. I was like, whoa. And then I'm like, kind of getting numb to it. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't care about none of it. I'm jumping out all of it. Yeah. Brian got me one time, like 2 years ago or last year. What you got to say?
Nothing. I was going to ask him. Before he asked me, I just wanted to know, because you practiced with him, has Ja Morant ever dunked on you?
Ja dunked on me first day.
Oh.
It was an oop, though, so I don't count that. He counts.
Oh,
I don't count.
That's the scary.
He threw a reverse. They threw a oop. He went around like I'm backing up. They threw like he went over like an Iverson. And wrapped and then caught a reverse oop. And I kind of
a reverse one too.
Bro, it's Ja. What do you want?
Damn, you let him catch a reverse.
It's got a 70-inch vertical.
That's the scariest plays for me. Like the ones where you like looking and you think you can go get it.
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
like
just go catch that shit,
bro.
Yeah, I hate those plays,
bro. It was crazy. That's dead after that. With no more plays like that. Like
what's the craziest shit Ja did in practice?
Ja, I mean, we be sending him out there to play so much. You don't do that much.
He did reverse and you gotta
relax, but he that's not how you.
Because I played with Gerald Green, and so like shit I seen him do in practice, bro. It's just.
I mean, like one time he did like it like warm ups is really when it's crazy. He did like a reverse between the legs, blindfolded back, like he caught it, went reverse between his legs, and then put his arm over his head and threw it in like this.
Oh, my God.
The kids going crazy. It was like we were up 30 in warm-ups on the road.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God.
We need him in a dunk contest.
I was just about
We need him
to
in a dunk
say
contest.
He got to do the dunk
He's not
contest.
doing that.
Because I seen Gerald, we were all jumping to like see how high we can get our head to the rim. Gerald, if this was the rim, Gerald was like this over the rim. Looking into that motherfucker.
He's ridiculous.
So I want you guys to pick a starting 5 lineup based on defensive ability only. So you're going to go through all 5 positions, point guard, then shooting guard, but we're going to let you get the first pick, and we're going to see who's got the better team. I'm hosting the draft.
Okay,
who's your point guard?
Avery Bradley.
Who's your point guard?
Prime, though.
Prime Avery Bradley.
Right? Cool. Fatigue off.
Point guard?
I'm going Gary. GP.
Damn.
Who's your shooting guard?
It could be current or like old players. Or are we doing current? What are we doing?
Dillon versus the Clippers.
Dillon Brooks versus us?
That's not a good
pick.
Who
your shooting guard?
Shooting guard. I'm gonna go TA in Memphis.
Who your small forward?
Jaden McDaniels.
Oh, you going all young cat.
Small forward,
going everywhere, but we're on that.
Okay.
Remember the age.
Y'all team, I'm getting buckets on that team.
You're not.
I'm getting buckets on that team. Y'all can switch 1 through 5. Y'all do all that.
Give us your small forward.
My small forward, I'm gonna go young Scotty. Scotty Pip.
Why do you say Barnes?
Chicago.
Who you going your power forward, oh man?
What are you talking? Pierre Locks.
Me.
You power forward?
Yeah.
I like that one. I like that one.
Forward.
You got the resume for it. I like that one.
Forward.
I'm gonna go. It's a good one too. It's a good one. I'm gonna go Dennis Rodman.
Oof.
I like
Dennis Rodman at the 4.
Come on.
You got to deal with the worm.
Kind of getting off right now. All right, what's
your position?
Got to deal with the
We on
worm.
your position. We on your position. Even though you put you at power forward, but now we at your position.
Shaq, because you're not going to do anything about that.
Great one.
That's your best.
You might see. It's
Great
probably
one.
worse if he misses the block.
Yeah, facts.
Level you.
Facts. You taking somebody else, it's going to be 4 on 5.
Yeah.
Shaq taking somebody out.
Who you going to come with after that one, P?
I'm going to go Akeem.
That's defense like a mother.
I'm going to go Akeem.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What team do you like better, Jackie? Out of those two?
To be honest,
he went crazy.
I like his Shaq, though, but
we going to win, though.
I got to go with P because he right there. Eat them up.
I got Hakeem. What you mean?
Well,
Hakeem locking that up.
Block that.
Locking up is tough.
Nah, Hakeem ain't. It depends on what Shaq we get. Because Shaq been on air
but
saying.
With these rules.
Shaq been on air saying Hakeem was like his GOAT. So I don't know what Shaq we going to get. We get the Shaq that
Orlando?
Now that was the Shaq. That was the Shaq that gave Hakeem that credit.
I'm taking Shaq after his second ring, but with these rules.
Okay.
So foul.
NBA today?
Yes, foul out. Period. Bench everybody.
Shaq played on. How many teams Shaq played on?
A lot.
About 11, 12 of them?
Nah, not that many.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Like 7 or 8.
Boston, LA, Miami, Orlando.
Phoenix.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait on Phoenix. See, you young. That's what I'm saying. He got Phoenix.
Whoa.
That's it. That's 6, 7. Yeah. Right?
I think it's more than that, though. I think it's really more. It's way more.
Way more?
Yeah, I think he played on
Damn.
Orlando, LA, Miami, Phoenix, Boston, Cleveland.
That's it? Okay.
Off the court, what's your go-to? What's some of your hobbies?
Oh, we're in the studio.
You're in the studio?
Yeah, all music. I tried to do other things. Like a lot of people go to the beach.
Yeah.
A lot of people go
in Memphis? What beach?
We're not in Memphis. Probably go on vacation.
Okay. Are you doing stuff on off days? Like you doing music off days in Memphis?
Off days, sometimes when I can, but we'd be tired. It's usually just like, call your family or play the game or sit outside. Honestly, just take some time because like there's enough going on. Right. But off season, we right to the studio. But all my homies produce, my homies rap. Yeah. We just can't leave. Yeah. And I got the studio in the crib now. So.
Ooh. You want to drop some bars for us?
We might have to. He gonna send us an invoice.
Not like this though.
Hey, he was thinking about it, bro. He was about to drop something.
I was thinking of something, but with 3 albums deep, it's been great.
Who do you like to listen to?
Damian Lillard.
Try to get off.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's all good.
No, I bump like
pregame. Like, do you have a specific song? I know P has a song that he just has on repeat. Is there something that you have to listen to before the game?
You ever heard a song Big Truck?
I'm gonna say no.
No, by a Young Boy.
Yeah,
be a Young Boy. Big Truck.
Big Truck. Pretty much. Probably a lot of NBA Young Boy before the game. Pretty much good 20, 25 songs.
Yeah, the reason I asked that was just
Future,
because
a little bit.
Future's good, but the reason I asked you that question because I just want to make sure that you've kind of cut the whole LimeWire thing out and
Oh, you're funny. You did research.
Just making sure, Good. I know that your first album that you bought was Drake, so that means a lot to me.
That's
but
good research.
Talk a little bit about that story for the people that don't know about the FBI.
Bro, that was like, bro. That was just like back then you had like Pirate Bay and you could get off, you could look up movies and TV and I downloaded like 20 movies and then went to school, came back, and my dad's like, yo, they're telling me like they called like the government or whoever called and they're like, bro, you can't because they track my files on my computer. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I won't do this no more. But like it was funny, like my mom was pissed, but then she's like, yo, let me get Scandal on season 1. Like, Mom, you serious?
What you doing in here?
I had the disc. I had a little like.
Do they got Scandal?
Yeah, they got everything. I'm like, yo, look, you want Olivia Pope? Here, disc here, season 1, season 2, season 3. My mom was like, all right, don't do this no more. But
were you selling them at all? Like going to the barbershop and just like, hey guys, I got it all.
No, I didn't get that real.
Okay.
I ain't really try to sell them. I was just trying to have fun. But yeah, I definitely.
I
that's good.
Yeah,
that's like,
thanks.
That's crazy.
I came up that all by myself.
2017? 2016?
When that happened?
No, when I talked about it.
It was a couple years
when I
ago.
Was like 10.
Yeah. But one of the producers shared that with me, and then I went and watched the video, and I'm like, yeah. So the show does it right.
No.
EJ.
Yeah, EJ. I think he worked on that piece on the Tribune, I believe it was. So he's one of the producers here as well. He's on his 25th vacation this year, but he's not here today. He's enjoying life. But he kind of gave me an inside scoop. So I'm like, okay. But the Drake album, are you a Drake fan? Like, was there a reason why that was your first like?
I mean, Drake's tough. Drake.
What album was that? You said you was like 10 years old. What album?
Well, that's probably when Fancy came out on the Thank Me Later or
Take Care,
like that back then. 2011 was Take Care. I don't remember. Yeah. 2010 was. I mean,
we listened to Drake so much this week. I don't even remember. What was it?
I don't know. It's so much Drake.
Whole thing. I know. I'm trying to think.
On that music tip though, what's you Jay-Z in it? You Lil Wayne in it? You going in the booth and you just blacking out?
It's just sauce. It's just like the sound, sauce, like we're punching in.
So no writing?
No, we're not writing. We're writing while we're in there. Like I just think of it right there. We just punch in, like we stop, keep going. But like, it's not like, it's not Jay-Z. It ain't Dame. It ain't. But it hit. Joint go when it's time to.
He got some bars. He can. He's like he doesn't like to talk about it a whole lot, but
I got a couple songs. I got
talk about your life.
Bullshit.
I was talking about some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about that. We talk about everything.
Yeah, I was talking about some
open
bullshit.
Space. It's therapeutic, bro.
I was feeling myself at like 20, 23, 24 years old.
Yeah.
So
I'm right there.
It was a lot of bullshit back then, I was saying. But it was slapping though.
Yeah, bullshit.
That joint go crazy. I'm telling you.
Well, look, you've been in Memphis for a while now, right? Mm-hmm. And y'all one of the youngest energetic teams in Memphis, hands down. P say when he go to Memphis, it's nothing to do. It's doo-doo. He said that. I didn't say that. And when I look at Memphis, I'm like, that's a vibrant city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be something to do.
Yeah.
But P say when he out there, all he can do is stay in the hotel, play the video game.
I ain't never
go out. Well,
I ain't never did shit in Memphis.
Put him on Memphis.
Walk me through
Let him know.
What could you do in Memphis? What's some of the shits you can do in Memphis?
We got a rooftop at the Hyatt.
Rooftop at the Hyatt.
Okay.
It's a vibe.
You can go to a little patio, get you a little drink. It's nice. It's a little, if you want to, you going to fly there with your teammates, so you ain't going to fly there on your own.
Right. Facts.
So
can you play golf there and fish? That's what he want to know.
You can go fish.
You can go fish
over there. Yeah. Go to Bass Pro. We got the biggest Bass Pro. You'll see it. It's the biggest. It's where we used to play at, or they used to play at. And now it's like the biggest Bass Pro.
They top golfing?
We about to. We got it lit now.
I got shit to do.
You're going to top golf.
They top golfing.
You can go to Cozy Corner, get you some lunch. You can get my wings.
You got to go ahead and drop it.
Trip J Wings. Yeah.
Where J Wings
Where's that at? Where's that at?
Go Cajun and 901 sauce mixed, and it's bussin'.
Shout the Addy at. Where's that?
Oh, I ain't got the.
Oh, okay.
So we got to just Google that. That's it.
Yeah, Wing Guru. It's
okay.
Look, you're going to see a big picture of
screen.
me, and then you're going to order my wings, and it's going to be lit. And I mean,
they got
that's going to be crazy. The day before you play it.
Paintball?
A bunch, huh?
You paintballing out there?
Paintball? We not.
Yeah.
Not paintballing out there.
No, I'm not paintball.
You know what I fuck with there? Gus's.
Gus's?
I fuck with the Gus's.
See, that's how I know you. Gus's is cool.
Oh, don't shit on Gus's.
Gus's is cool. It's cool.
That's how you know what.
What you about to say? What was you about to say about
town?
I love my city, bro. Come on, man. It's real out there.
It's a parade in my city. Yeah.
Yeah. Gus's is fine. But I can tell you just stopping by. You hitting Gus's up, you stopping by.
Yeah.
You gotta hit Gus's up if you stopping by. I get it. I used to eat that when I lived downtown. I live in the burbs now, so I'm getting to my wings.
Okay.
What's the go-to thing to do in Memphis, though? Like the go-to, hands down.
Come to the game.
Shit.
Go to a little lounge.
That's
Go
it.
to a little lounge in Bill. If you real, go to a little lounge.
Out of all
in
that
Bill.
you just pumped up, you gonna say the game?
Yeah.
I understand the game is exciting, but that's a game. Everybody know to go to a game. We talking about when you not at the
All right,
game.
well, go to Bill Street and be yourself. Go to a little tin roof. Go to a little.
Bill Street is what? What that got out there?
Got little bars, diners,
Shop.
I mean, for little shit, yeah.
Okay.
Get you a little postcard or something.
So you know to go there, P.
Just go experience the people. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Go out there, be safe.
Yeah. Appreciate it. I'm gonna mark all that down. I mean, now I'm gonna hit you once we in town. Like, what's
Itabina, we can get some Itabina. We can get some good food.
Itabina.
I got you, man. Itabina, look, up top, back alley. Trust me, I took Kyrie there.
Okay.
He was in there with his security all sketched out, looking around.
He made it out of there safe.
Yeah,
cool.
he was good. He was
Noted.
Looking
Noted.
around a
You
lot.
gotta
but he
bring
settled
security
in.
to
Bring
Memphis.
security.
Noted. Bring security to Memphis.
If you're him, I would bring security. Bring security. I'm not bringing security. I'm cool, but
They messing with JJ.
Yeah.
They know that's Big
Triple
JJ.
Bring me.
JJJ.
You bring Big JJ, you good. You bring another JJ.
So moving on. We've both been teammates of Steven Adams, and he's different in a great way.
Yeah,
one of the best NBA personalities, and if you get a chance to know Steve-O, he's one of the best people in the world. Give us any stories that you have of Steve-O.
Well, you know how like everybody has trainers, like they have their own programs. Yeah. This man works out himself. He trains himself.
Yeah.
He rehabs himself. He lifts himself. Like
this is no bullshit.
People just watch him lift. Like they just like people are helping me lift. Like, you know, here, do this. Yeah. I just see somebody looking at him like he at the zoo.
Does he do that whole like
the bear crawl?
Yeah,
to
bro.
The flip,
yeah, that shit stretching
to the weights like this. He be in the pool with a weight doing jumps. I'm like, how do you?
I tell people all the time,
do
bro.
That?
He just has a different, like he's just different.
He brought the sauna back. No one was using the sauna, and then Steve-O would be like, sauna gang, and then he'd be like, yo, get the sauna. We in the sauna. He say it every day, and then eventually the whole team get in the sauna every day. We're in there crammed in that like this, taking selfies. Like we in there, like it was crazy. He brought.
You know what?
Back.
We brought that culture. He brought that culture to y'all. When we was in Oklahoma, we used to sauna every day.
Yeah,
it'll be me, Russ, Steve-O, Jeremy Grant, Ray Felton. Like we all used to just be cramped in there. Andre, all of us be cramped in that sauna. So he brought that to y'all.
Yeah.
One of the funny stories I had with Steve-O, bro, we was playing late in the game. We out of timeouts. So it was like a stop play. I think they were reviewing something or something like that. We needed a timeout, but we didn't have any. So I'm looking at Steve-O, and he's like doing this, scratching his face hard as fuck. I'm like, Steve-O, like, bro, what you doing? He's like, oh, mate, we don't have a timeout. I'm trying to bleed.
Yeah, exactly. He says it like that, bro.
What?
He says it like it's light. It's not light, bro.
Bro, he's trying to bleed. He was trying to bleed so we can get the refs to give us a timeout.
Hilarious.
He's like, mate, we don't have a timeout. I'm trying to bleed.
I'm trying to bleed.
I was like, bro, I respect it. I respect it.
Damn.
But he had like hella moments like that where he that dude was a warrior. He'll get hit. Oh, it's fine.
Just twist my ankle a little bit.
Yeah, just twist my ankle.
Broke my leg a little bit.
Like, yo, it's fine. Be all right.
You go into the back, you go into the locker room every game, like, and coming back. I'm like, it's to the point where you go to the locker room this time, I'm like, he just twisted his foot around and like, he'll be back.
He still say Etta. He always would tell me Etta pack
that. He's saying some crazy shit now. He's saying like
Etta.
I don't even think I can be saying what he's saying, bro. I ain't even
he's one of the best teammates. He still wear the flip-flops everywhere.
Open toes. Socks.
Bro, we'll go travel to like Chicago and he'll wear flip-flops.
With the coat.
And it'd be cold, bro. Vortex shit. And he'll wear a big ass jacket but have some flip-flops on, no socks, open toes, just walking. Like,
bro, he was
not that bad, mate.
All-Star with some skinny jeans on, no socks, some loafers, and the team tracksuit. He's courtside All-Star game. I got like the best fit I could have ever thought of on.
He gonna wear some team issue shit.
This dude's sitting there. He's like, "What up?" I'm like, "Damn!" Like,
he gonna wear some team issue shit.
Like, what the team issues with the skinny jeans from Urban? Oh, I'm like, whoa.
Nah, he goes down as one of my favorite teammates just because he was just himself. Like. Just a good human being. Like you look at people, he was just a great human being.
Yeah,
top to bottom.
Super smart. Knows a lot about like off the court. Like loves to talk business. Loves to talk. Like he'll make it sound so simple. He's like, bro, it's land, bro. It's about this. It's about that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Is he really one of the strongest guys in the league?
Absolutely.
I know you talked about he kind of has like the David West type strength where it's just like.
There's no one stronger.
There's no moving him.
There's no one.
He would like if there were scuffles, he would pick the other big up and just like move him like he's a kid.
Take him over there.
Yeah, there would be confrontations, and he's like, just pick him up and just moves him over here. Like,
bro,
that's enough, mate.
Look like God.
Yeah, hey, little baby Jesus.
Okay.
Now he's strong. Like
it's crazy.
He's strong as shit.
He also knows the human body really well. Like he'll tell me like where to press on a person to make them move a certain way. Like, he knows everything. I was about to tell his story. I couldn't believe that shit. Then I had to go back and ask him. And I was like, oh my God, this is real. He was like, yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah, when he was doing it, I was really puzzled. Like, bro, what are you doing?
That's crazy.
You okay?
Yeah, like, bro, he was like,
he just be wrestling,
gripping his shit, trying to bleed, like scratching.
Any story to comment that he just be wrestling.
It'll be fun.
All the staff members. If I jump on his back out of nowhere, I'll try to tap him out of nowhere. But then he's so strong, he's flipped me over. I'm like, okay, chill.
Yeah. He's a big UFC fan.
Yeah, he loves us. Like, he really do this shit. Like, he really will. 4 minutes, like, no let up, like.
Yeah.
Hit him up, P. Just get him on the show.
Get him on the show.
We'll find him, though. He be in the middle of nowhere hunting, doing something crazy. He don't even probably shoot. He probably just run after him with a sword.
He's just hiking somewhere in the mountain, just by himself.
Grab an animal like this, take it home. I'm telling you, bro.
I believe it. I believe it. They need to be a fucking cartoon made after Steve-O. New fucking DC character.
So we talked a little bit about back to kind of your guys' team and talked about some of the comments that Dillon Brooks had made, but Ja Morant's infamous "we're good in the West" line earlier in this season kind of brought, your team into the spotlight a little bit. And I know you kind of spoke on it before, but do you think that impacted you guys at all? Maybe
I feel, already. Keep going.
Yeah, no, like that's... So you feel like it did not impact your guys' mindset at all?
No, because what do you want him to say? I mean, we're not good? No, we're good. We're fine. Ain't nobody worried about anything. Like, you should say that. That's he said that and it gave us a boost. We're here to play. We're here to back it up. All that.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how the media kind of spins it, because like hearing it from him, like the media just portrays it as like, oh my gosh, these guys are just talking. But if you're in that locker room, you guys, as long as you guys are all on the same page, it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Now, you were saying some wild stuff. Like, that's not that wild. Yeah. Saying LeBron's old isn't that like, oh my gosh, because he is old.
Yeah. That part.
At this point, all y'all said it. So did you.
At that part, there was nothing wrong with that. And I didn't have a problem with Josh saying that either. Like, that is a rising star. You're supposed to have that confidence. Like, I didn't have no problem with that. That's how we feel. Like, we feel like we good enough to be the best in the West. Like, that's just how you got to go about it. I think media just attacked it because y'all are young. Y'all haven't won yet. And it was, again, they're going to always try to find something to poke at.
Bro, it's Ja. He's one of the most popular players ever grown up.
Most polarized, or one of the most polarized players.
Everybody. I mean, like, if he says something like that, hell yeah, you're going to click on that. You might as well put out like that. If you're a media company, you'd be dumb to not brand it in that kind of way. Like, you got to make money too. Like, everybody got to eat. But like, that's their job. Like, if you meet these media people in person, they're going to be like, hey, love you. Like,
right.
Just everything makes sense to me. Like, it makes sense.
Right.
And then moving forward, you guys, how do you feel about the team's future and just kind of where you guys are heading? It looks like you're going in a positive direction, but just how excited are you to kind of build on what you guys have started this season?
I think getting humbled is the best thing for us. I think it's gonna make us way more hungry like we were like 3 years ago when there was no expectation on anything, and it was just like, yo, y'all are young, it's whatever, and then it's like, yo, no one's looking at us, no one's talking about us, let's go make some noise. And now when everybody's talking about you, it gets a little bit different. But now, like, we got leveled at the end of the year, so we got to sit with that all summer. We were done in May. I'm like, okay, like, damn, we done in May. We got hella time. Like, I'm watching the other games, like, really not happy, like tripping. So this is gonna be the best thing for us. We're gonna have that edge. We're gonna come back and we're gonna be so hungry. We're not gonna worry about anything. We're gonna remember that feeling probably all the way up until the playoffs, and we're gonna get it done.
And then one follow-up question, because Paul typically picks like one thing every season that he wants to improve on. And so do you have something that you're like primarily focused on this season as far as, your skill set? Is there something specific that you're working on?
I'm asked to do a lot. So, being versatile, you got to work on a lot of parts of your game, but you can't spray yourself too thin and you want to improve. a lot of it has to do with just like using my size better. I've gotten a lot stronger. When you're out and you're hurt, you lift all the time. So like now finally using it, getting angles better. Kind of just like I had never been doubled until this year. So understanding like what you got to do, you get doubled, like embracing it. Like Jokic embraces it to the point where you can't double him. To be able to like get to a point where I can turn that around. My vision, it's kind of hard to work on that, but you got to figure out ways to improve your vision, watch film and your passing. I got to be able to play make. I got to be able to be like that. Can't have tunnel vision, running into too many charges, too many little shit like that. And then just shooting, just catch and shoot, my balance, getting back to the shooting I was at, I think like 2 years ago. I shot better 2 years ago. It's like I got stronger and I shot better 2 years ago. I was more of just like a catch and shoot three. I'd shoot threes from like farther away. But then as my drive game improved, I was more. So, I mean, I kind of just gave all the damn answers and shit. So
that's they got to stop you. Still got to stop.
Yeah, you got to stop it.
That's it. We're close to the end of the show here, but I think this is a great moment to, with all the dark cloud that's over Ja, give a opportunity to kind of give positivity to who he is as a teammate, as a brother, as your running mate. As this stuff has been going on, are you tapping in with him? How's he holding up? How's he doing? Talk me through like what's going on with y'all, like y'all brotherhood.
Yeah. No, he's good. I mean, he's I think just growing up with this much attention on you, like especially being this young, I mean, it's a lot to deal with. And I think I mean, you're always going to make mistakes growing up, and people got to understand, like, you're growing up and you're the most popular player at this age probably ever, theoretically. Like, I had to do an interview based on, like, just how he's, whatever, like, how popular he is just from an engagement perspective. People look at that all the time. Like, I mean, dude, it's insane. And a lot of things back then that you could get away with, you can't do. You got to be, you know, a certain way. But I mean, dude's great. Like you can people always gotta understand that everybody human. Like, everybody's human. So I mean, that's my brother though. Like no matter what, like I stand by my brother, and I think that's like the lesson everybody should take away from this. It's like, bro, no matter what anybody says about your homies, no matter what anybody says about whatever, like you ride for your people. If you know your people better than everybody, obviously you're gonna know your people better than everybody else. Everybody's gonna say whatever, but they're everybody. It never matters at the end of the day. It's your family. It's your brother. I don't know. That's just how I am. It's not like a code thing. It's just kind of like, you know, that's my dog. So
ride with him.
He gonna get right back to running the league like he does. He gonna get right back to jumping on everybody.
I do agree.
That's like if they move the charge circle
a little further up,
all that stuff. He gonna get back to running it just like he does. He already knows that. You know, he works hard. He's smart as hell. He should have been MVP the other year. Not this, whenever he should have been MVP. So I mean, the dude he's high level. So
like, walk us through how he is in the locker room. You know, his engagement as a leader. Because a lot of us don't really know Ja. I shared the locker room with him actually during the All-Star break or during the All-Star weekend, and he kind of was, you know, soft spoken. I feel like he was a little on the shy side. Like he was just super chill, and it was different from what I was expecting. You know, that was my first time really just, you know, connecting with Ja. How is he?
I mean, at All-Star, yeah, we're just on our break. Like we just tone all the way down because I mean, there's just so much, especially in our season, like going on, and so much he has to take on, like offensively, and you're just chill. Like, but I mean, he's a bro. Like he's a homie. Like cracks jokes. Like we laugh a lot. Like, I think he has that switch that he can flip where he gets so competitive, and he knows when to turn it on for the game. He gets us all in that mode where we're like, all right, let's go. Let's go out there and be dogs. Let's have that unwavering confidence no matter what. It don't matter what anybody throws at you. It don't matter. And so when you have that in your point guard and your leader, it's easy to follow and get behind someone like that. You know where his heart is. You know that how badly he wants this. And I mean, at the end of the day, he's a student of the game. He knows the game so well. And on-court coach, he knows where to be. He's telling me all this thing. Like we talk without even. We'll be talking on defense about an offensive play, like you know how it is. You can just be talking about shit without even looking. Like
right.
From that perspective, yeah. But like just general, bro, like we're just kicking it.
Yeah,
like, he's just
one of the bros.
He's just one of the bros, man. Like it really ain't nothing. And that's what everybody. That's what Dillon. That's what him. That's what anybody you think, bro. There's a reason why we all kick it. There's a reason why we look like this. We're not just like we see other teams try to do the same little look that we do and have fun and look like they're together and have the dance and the little like, bro, like you thought we was doing this no, we was doing this before you put the cameras on us. We do this shit.
So all of that was before. Because y'all did have the culture of where y'all unified, whether it's coming out before the games, whether one person has the press after the game. Yeah, all of y'all unified. Yeah. Y'all all together. Y'all cheering each other on. Y'all flicking it up. Like y'all created a culture there. It says a lot about y'all though, from a positive standpoint, because you don't hear nothing that this person is getting into it with this person. This person doesn't like this person. Y'all all gel so well, and I think people have to realize a lot of that stems from Ja's leadership. You know, him making the game, you know, enjoyable for young fans to, you know, the older fans. Like he's connecting dots from generations.
He's a dog. People just choose to forget when they want.
Right.
And they'll come back around.
Right.
It's just how it is. Like give it a week, you come back around, you realize he's a beast, and you realize, I mean, that's for everybody else. It doesn't matter to me. Like it's my brother. Like for me, it's just never cared what anybody else thinks anyway. Yeah. So. But I mean, for everybody else, yeah, that's for y'all. Like,
it's not gonna be okay.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's gonna be okay.
Oh my God,
you gotta worry about that.
Oh, this your favorite part right here.
Oh, what? Oh, we on my favorite part. I mean, I gotta look right at the camera. Yeah. We at the part of the show now, y'all. Y'all know my favorite segment. If you've been keeping up with the show, it's rated PG. And since we got the big dog, y'all call him Double J. I'm gonna call him Triple J because he got the junior at the end of it. But anyways, we're gonna keep it defense because he was defensive player of the year this year. So P, people know what rated PG is. I want you to give me a person that's out there that's not getting acknowledged. You know, tell us a little bit who got that defense out there that's slept on.
My two who I think will be future defensive player of the years, for sure they'll be first team all defense. I said it and been vouching for him since day one. Herb Jones. I think Herb Jones' defense is one of the best from a perimeter standpoint. He just gets after it. And then Scotty Barnes. I think both of those guys.
You can react on these, what you think about them as well.
Those are great picks. I think like the special when you can guard and get shot blocks, get steals. Scotty does a great job. I mean, Herb is, that's a great pick. You just never think about that. Like when he's quick with it. He's a problem for sure. Yeah. Like any passing lane, like he makes you think. And that's enough. Like I won't even swing it to him because he's going to steal this. Like I can't swing it, do something else. He messes up our play. Like he's anticipating too much.
How old is he?
Herb got to be 22, 23. 22? He's one of the young guys. Scotty, 21.
Yeah, Scotty's like 20.
20? Yeah, babies. Yeah. But Herb got my attention. Like he's one of the young guys that got my attention defensively. Like I know I get deep into that bag. Like, you know,
come on,
ain't keeping it simple with Herb. Let me get to my shit against Herb. I like Herb's defense though. He's good defender.
Well, Herb just rated PG.
Triple J, we appreciate you, Brody. Appreciate you stopping through, blessing us. We got another defensive player in that seat. That seat is becoming hotter and hotter every episode.
We got to take this seat to the house with us,
We got to.
Man.
Yeah. Nah, this episode was fire. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to my fellas, Dallas Rutherford, Jackie Long. It's a wrap.
Dallas, but wait, before we wrap, let the people know what days we drop off a new episode.
So new episodes, as always, are going to drop every Monday for the rest of the NBA season. And Jackie, where can people subscribe?
On YouTube, wherever you go do your podcast, Spotify, all of the above, man.
You can also follow us across all our social media channels at Podcast Piso. Jaren, once again, appreciate you coming through.
Be out there, never be a mess. Tell the loved ones you love them at all times. If you need to call somebody and talk to somebody, go out there and call them. That's
and go get them wings, the Triple J's. Get you some Triple J's.
Yeah, Triple J's out there.
Yeah.
That's all we said.
Yeah.
Good job, Triple J.
Yeah.
Good job.